Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth, and last time, Miss Medrielle had a very strange and disturbing dream in which he was asked to go find the ghost, Nona, and head over to Lothlorien. Before we do that, because we're going to be skipping a whole bunch of quests here in Isengard, I want to do something real quick. And I'm probably going to get smacked in the process, but this is going to be fun. We're going to go up here to Isengard because I want to show y'all something, if it's still there. So we're going to go all the way up on the road to Isengard. And there's a bunch of quests up in here, which we're, like I said, we're skipping them for now. I know we're supposed to complete all the quests, but we're breaking that rule. Because, to be perfectly honest, this part, while it can be fun, I'm just not really feeling doing it. We'll come back to it. But for this, we need to go all the way to the doors of Isengard. See these big bruisers here? Barashal and Upstrog. These are, if I can hover over them, arch nemesis. Each of these bad boys has 313,000 morale, and they will both aggro at the same time. And like I said, they will smash you flat. Let's see if we can aggro them and then run away. Woohoo! Are they behind us? Yeah, they are. I don't think they follow very far. No, they don't follow very far. They would have smashed her flat. But luckily the war steed is definitely faster than they are. Any rate, that's what I wanted to show y'all. She is not up to the task of taking on, it's like, what, almost 640,000 morale worth of troll. Those are trolls. Now we're going to remove that. So we need to talk to Wilfred at Fourth Friend. Fourth Friend is right over there. So if we go on this road, take a left, and then go up, we'll get there. Yeah, because we still have Fourth Friend stuff. We still have stuff here at the camp. And there's this whole section here called the Heathfells, which, fun fact, we used to go to the Heathfells just to grind mobs for legendary drops. Don't know what we would get from them now. That was half the fun of going there, was to get the legendary drops. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of lag here. Oh, hi, bye. Yep, bye. Haha. Ooh, the lag is real. But so is my horse's speed, so bite me. We ran through all that. That was fun. Oh, now that's some real lag. We just froze. Yay! I hate when that happens. Whoa! Especially when it does that. Hey, no rubber banding. No rubber banding. Ooh, that's rubber banding. Ooh. Yeah, that's some bad rubber banding. Ooh. Dang, where'd this lag come from? It was going fine for a minute. And then this happened. Oh, I don't think we are going to Forest Brand. Oh, yes, we are. We just went the long way. So, fun fact, that rubber banding is what it used to look like a lot more often riding a war steed. Especially if you went into town. If you went in Bree, your war steed was bouncing around like a pinball. Hello?
Some of my men who fought at the ford spoke highly of you.
Some of my men fought at the fort alongside you, Medrielle. They spoke highly of your deed. Wilfrith listens as you describe Nona and her determination to slay Dunlendings in the service of Saruman. One Dunlending seems much the same as any other to me, Medrielle, but I have not seen any of them fighting amongst themselves. There was one thing, though. Not 2 hours ago I heard the clash of swords on sword coming from the Warg Warrens of Athdar to the west. Perhaps your Dunlending ally was stirring up trouble from the heights? While you were up there, you should slay some wargs yourself. Okay?
We stride into a danger that we cannot hope to overcome.
Alright. Probably should do that. But like I said, we're really not doing any other quests right now. We will come back to this. Maybe we'll do it in a live stream. Forgot. Do we have an exit this way? Yes, we do. And speaking of live streams, I want to thank everybody because we have made it to 700 subscribers, so thank you. I really appreciate you all. Woohoo! And as a thank you, we're going to do a special LOTRO live stream with Miss Fistula, the cutest hobbit brawler this side of the Brandywine. And it's going to be in a couple of weeks. So I will have more information when I have a set date and time. But yes, keep an eye out for that. We are going to celebrate 700 subscribers. And, well, we will prepare for 700 more. up here, right? Now this is Aftar. I wonder if Nona's gonna be happy to see me. I'm gonna be happy to see her. A little worried though, but happy to see her. And plus, investigate the flash of gold on the western side of Aftar. And we've completed Beast Slayer Advanced. Oh wow, nice. That's another 10 LOTRO points. Flash of gold. This member of the Dragluth was slain by a sword stroke. Pieces of gold trail from his clenched fingers, and you pick them up and look at them curiously. As you straighten up, you see another glint of gold from the west, where two trails meet. You see another glint of gold from the west. Sneaky little Nona. She's baiting them. As you examine the pile of gold pieces, you see another glint further to the west. As you examine the pile of gold pieces, you see another glint further to the southwest. Your suspicion was correct, and Nona stands before you.
I did not expect to see you again, friend.
I did not expect to see you again, friend. I am pleased you still live. You must have heard rumor of me. I have truly become Wadu's ghost, and the Gap of Rohan is my haunt. I made up use of bribing gold we recovered in Carrigal and Medrielle. I find warriors who have sworn allegiance to Saruman, and I leave piles of coins for them to discover. When they pick them up, I fall upon them and claim my vengeance. I have been the outlier to the army that gather in Wolf Cleft, but it is not yet enough to pay for the death of my brother. Wadu's ghost still hungers for the blood of those who serve Saruman, and kill in the name of the traitor wizard, and she will have her fill.
Why did you search for me, if not to join in my vengeance?
You did not seek me out to join me in my vengeance. Why then did you search for me? Nona listens attentively to your account of your troubling dream. When you have finished, she nods sagely. Dreams of this sort have meaning, Medrielle. My people know this well. Great harm has befallen those who ignore the warnings of dreams such as this. I will go with you to see this elf queen. Let us return first to my home of Lanuk. I must bid farewell to my father Sulvuch. Before we begin such a journey, I want to make certain he is well before I go with you to this wood of gold. I will meet you by the front gate of Lanuk in Inadweth. You will automatically travel to Lanuk when you accept this quest. So we don't have to worry about actually finding our way back there. It will take us there. Thank you. I guess people did complain about having to ride all the way back. Nona searched the village, but found no sign of her father.
I cannot find my father anywhere in the village.
Before Wadu was slain, Silvich used to go to the Pool of the King to listen to the water and think. Perhaps he is there now. Let us look for him there. The Pool of the King is northwest of the village. And we can freely roam here, as I don't think anything's going to bother us. Ouch. And this is the Pool of the Kings. And she beat me down here. Even on horseback, she managed to beat me.
Nona has told me what you plan to do, and why.
I will not keep you from this journey, Medrielle. Dreams have power. All the Algreg know this. We ignore their warnings at our peril. I wish to speak further with my daughter. Search through the pottery fragments that surround the pool for something she can bring with her on this journey to remind her of Sevult. Sometimes things of value catch on the sides of the pool. Old things, shiny things, pretty things. Busy yourself with this task while I speak with my daughter. In other words, get out of our face. I want to have a private word with my kid. Sifting through the shard, you find a small barrel that shines with its own light. Oh, that sounds pretty.
Did you find something? Ah, you did.
Sevult takes the barrel from you and holds it up to the light. I do not know how long this rested on the bottom of the pool, Medrielle, or what caused it to drift to the bank and catch on the stones, but it did. And in that, it is like my Nona, and like you. You are moved by force as a simple man like Sevult does not understand, and he does not presume to know where you will be on the morrow. Sevult laughs again. The stone is pretty, Nona, my daughter. Wear it in distant lands, and look on it, and think of Sevult. Wield that sword of horse lords, and think of your brother Wadu. You will be far away, but you will be near too, close by in heart, and close by in thought. Ah, Sevult's way is the way of battle, not the way of words. He has said enough. I don't know, you spoke very well, I think. Right here. Bowl of Skirly. 37 to vitality, 48 to will.
I do not believe in long farewells.
I do not believe in long farewells. You have little time to delay. You must ride swiftly, for you have a long journey ahead of you. It says travel to Lothlorien and speak with Haldir on his flet, and it will automatically travel us to Talon Haldir in Lothlorien. It's too bad I could use to empty my bags, but I guess that'll wait. Alright, thank you, sir. Haldir, dear. It has been a while.
You long to see the Lady Galadriel.
I would not keep you from her, Medrielle, but I fear things are not so simple this time.
This Dunlending girl that accompanies you must be blindfolded if she is to enter.
My orders forbid me from letting unfamiliar folk into Lorien. This Dunlending girl who accompanies you cannot enter the wood. You try to explain to Haldir the reason you have brought Nona all the way to Lothlorien, but he remains unconvinced. This dream of yours could mean something, but even if it does not excuse me from my duty. Since I know you, Medrielle, I will allow her to enter with you, but she must be blindfolded. The point is not negotiable. If you're ready to accept this, come with me. She's not going to like this much, but okay.
I have the blindfold right here.
If the Dunlending girl will wear it without complaint, I will bring you to see the Lady Galadriel.
This Dunlending girl who travels with you cannot be allowed to see the secret ways into Lothlorien. I must bind her eyes if she is to come with you to see the lady.
Guide your friend well, for I will not be responsible for any injuries she suffers while blindfolded. This is the law of the Golden Wood. No outsiders must see the secret trails of Lothlorien. It is out of respect for you, Medrielle, that I permit even this. Follow me with care. You have seen many distant places, Medrielle. Can any compare with the Golden Wood? Probably not. Although some come close. These are dangerous times, and I fear the beauty of Lothlorien must soon wane. Oh, don't worry, it'll still be a very magnificent forest, I'm sure. This is far enough. Alright, I think this is far enough. You may remove the blindfold now, and I will bring you to the Lady Galadriel. This land is a pretty one, and these elves seem fond of saying, but this is what the daughter of Savulk has to say. The hills of Dan Le Glen at sunset are more beautiful by far. I submitted to the binding of my eyes for your sake, Medrielle, and to learn the secret behind your dream, but do not expect it again. I will leave this land with my sight unhindered, or these elves will learn a sharp lesson at the point of Wadu's blade. Where is this elf queen? By the huntsman, this must be her. I did not expect you in Lothlorien, Medrielle. What need has driven you hither, when so many need your help elsewhere? You relate to Galadriel the troubling images you beheld while dreaming in Grimbald's camp, but your spirit falls when she betrays no sign of understanding. Your dreams are your own, Medrielle. I had nothing to do with these images you saw. This dream you describe is very troubling, Medrielle. Much of it seems born of worry for your friends, which is not unusual. But you saw more than that. Even you? How can that be? Yes, Nona. There are forces in this world greater than any of us, even Galadriel. Their purpose is hidden to me, and I can only see glimpses. And yet, even in the darkest of hours, hope can never truly be gone. Hello, Medrielle. Gandalf, my friend. We have both been through a great deal since last we met, Medrielle, and neither of us is the same person we were. I do not have the time to tell you what befell me since we parted, but know this, the quest remains. Your dream tells Galadriel more than she lets on, and it tells me more yet. Our friends face a grave danger along the Anduin. I hope it is not too late for them to avoid it. Gandalf's eyes seem to pierce you, and you shiver uncomfortably. There is something unfamiliar in the wizard's bearing. He reminds you of Saruman. Your dream may hold only a shred of truth, but even that could prove vital. This is my guess, Medrielle. I think you are needed along the banks of the great river. Only there can you learn the purpose behind your dream. I am needed elsewhere. You will have to serve. I am sorry, Medrielle. It is good to see you. There is just so much that needs to be done. The Eagles have proven able companions to me in these dark days. Guahir has agreed to bear me where next I go, and his brother Landrival has been keeping his sharp eye on the Anduin. Would that I could be everywhere. I fought against fire and shadow in the depths of Moria and on the peak, and when returned to this world I faced another foe from afar. These deeds have left me tired, and I will not speak of them now. We will speak again, Medrielle, if our deeds prove fruitful. If they do not, well. Gandalf trails away. Suddenly, with a blaze in his eye and a tone of mirthful anger, he continues. Perhaps they would have proven enough had we not stood around talking about them for so long, my sentimental high elf. We have our own tasks now. Let us go to them. I will send for Afrahir to bring you down to the river Thingland, Medrielle. Gandalf believes the great evil harries our absent friends. Perhaps your presence on the banks of the Anduin can prevent it from discovering or endangering them. I do not know what to think of this, Galadriel. Medrielle. Her words are fair, but beneath the surface she wields strength to match even the fiercest warrior of my people. I am surprised. Let us do as she says, and perhaps the answer to the riddle of your dream will be revealed along the great river.
I have taken you as far as I can.
I have taken you as far as I can. The rest of your road leads alongside the great river.
There is a camp of elves not far from here.
There's a camp of elves not far from here in Thingolad. It is an outpost from which my people watch for threats from the south. It is called Haldir, and if you wish to know what has happened along the river, that is a good place to start. Present yourself to Fimloth at Haldir and ask for her tidings.
Mind my words, traveler.
I'm glad you were passing through this part of the wood, Medrielle. While the Maryland fade here, Thingolad is still part of Lothlorien. I've heard and seen strange signs of trespassing of late. We investigate near here and see what there is to see. Make note of what you find. We can try to solve the riddle of who or what is invading the land so close to Galadriel. Alright, but before we do that, let us go to talk to Fimloth. There we go. And we are here. Ah! And there's Bilbo. He's been waiting very patiently for us. Or, I'm sorry, not Bilbo. Bingo. Bingo's here.
Orcs have been sighted along the river.
This is a dangerous time to pass through Thingolad, stranger. Orcs have been sighted along the river. Fimloth listens attentively as you tell her that friends of yours passed this way, and you seek to know if they did so safely. The scouts have not reported any bands of travelers recently, but if your friends traveled in secret, they may have gone unnoticed. I have fewer scouts in Thingolad than I once did. If you travel south along the river, perhaps you will find some sign of your friend's passage. Right, we currently don't have any quests here. I think not until we do this, searching the river's edge. Hello, Bingo.
I should write down my impressions. Oh, my ink pot has run dry.
That was a brisk, enjoyable walk, and I haven't already noticed a change in the scenery as we leave the Golden Wood. The trees here are still lovely, but they are smaller, and their beauty is of a different sort than those in Lothlorien proper. I should write down my impressions before I forget to do so. Bingo takes out his jar of ink, removes the stopper, and stares inside with dismay. My ink pot has quite run dry, Medrielle. There's only enough ink remaining for the very briefest of descriptions, and that simply will not do. Do you remember the books you brought to me from Peniseth? One of them spoke at great length about the art of the elves. They must know a thing or two about the importance of ink in creative endeavors, and perhaps can lend us an ink pot's worth. Ask some of the folks here at Haldir and see if any of them have an artistic bent and can help us, Medrielle. Okay, I think they have more important things to attend to, but we will ask.
I do not have any ink, but I may still be able to help.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Medrielle, and I sympathize with the plight of your friend Bingo. For the ink to run dry when the ideas still flow is truly a sad occurrence, one with which I am all too familiar. I must confess that I do not have an ink pot for your friend, for this output is a place of watchfulness, not of creation. but I may still be able to help. You see, I know of a way to make a high-quality ink from ingredients found along the banks of the Anduin. If you grind up a certain type of dark mud with a special riverside reed, you can obtain a thick pigment. Adding water to the pigment will produce a high-quality ink that should serve your friend well. If you do as I instruct, he will be writing again with little delay. Hello, Bert. What do you have?
Collected many fine items during my travels.
Let's see. I don't think we want a brown snake. It's not something you could even really see. I mean, it's an interesting pet, but how are you going to see a pet snake slithering around behind you? You can barely see some of the other smaller critters. Alright, so we are in Great River, following the story quest. And like I said, we will head back to Isengard and work on that in the future, but for now, we're going to do Great River. Until next time, bye for now.